Side of a bong.
And the world.
Take a beat down.
I don't really know. I don't
Yeah. Let's hear it.
You know how we do.
Turn it up.
Peace and power, Atlanta.
Okay, you gonna play them both at the same time? What is going on? We got a caller in there too. Let's get them in. Just put them in.
Is that Lloyd calling in?
Could be.
We're gonna get into some more music right now.
Turn it up.
Peace and power.
Which one you gonna play?
No, I'm just adding them right quick.
Oh, okay, because I'm like, it's 3 minutes after pimp.
Know how we do.
See what happens, man?
I'm so Will.
Alright.
Damn it, Bobby.
Bobby.
From King of the Hill? Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it, Bobby.
Yay, you watch King of the Hill?
Are you crazy?
Yes. 90s cartoonish.
Yo, we up in here. Let's see. Who is that calling? We got to get him in. Let's go. And let's go. On the impatient side.
We're gonna get into some more music right now.
Are you ready?
Welcome to the heart of R&B. I'm your host, Steven Russell Hearts. What's your name? I'm your host, Steven Russell Hearts.
Yeah!
What's your name? Yes, you're in the heart of R&B. Two of us, three of us. Yes, you're in the heart of R&B. Two of us. Welcome to the heart of R&B. I'm your host, Steven Russell Hearts. The heart of R&B with your host, Steven Russell Hearts.
Peace and power, Atlanta and the world. Last year, we made history with the beauty, the pageantry, the majesty, and we right back at ya. The second annual Black Power Awards, a celebration of Black excellence. Saturday, November 18th, hosted by rapper and activist David Banner and actress Ernestine Johnson. Honorees include Dr. Matulu Shakur, Dr. Rita Marley, and hip-hop legend himself, Rakim Allah. For tickets and information, go to blackpowerawards.com or call 404-439-1044. The second annual Black Power Awards, Saturday, November 18th at the Sheraton Atlanta downtown.
I'm so William, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a bad person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff? The child wasn't here, and you still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I was like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed. Hit you with a bad touch routine. How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it tickles my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
So Williams.
Reason and accountability.
Oh.
Yeah, hey, you guys heard all of those intros. You already know what the introductions are about.
Man, they were popping.
So the first one, Steve Russell, lead singer of 80s and 90s R&B group Troop, and Miss Chalet are doing a show here, Dash Radio, called The Heart of R&B. Steve just sent me the intro. Listen, man, don't put black people with a good heart in position. Because I'm going to help other people do their thing.
That's right.
That's
That's
just
right.
how I get down.
That's right.
That's why I fuck with Mimi's deliciousness. It just came in here in velvet, or I don't know what it is, but I want to touch it. Anyway, The Heart of R&B will be airing October 4th.
Whoa.
Right? Next week, basically. October 4th, Wednesdays, I think 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Right? So, their show is coming. Him and Miss Chalet, they're going to bring on all of the 90s stars. They're going to have song battles, who did it best, all of that. It's going to be a fly little show, man. And I'm really excited about it. The other promo piece that got laid out there is the Black Power Awards. So, real excited about the Black Power Awards. And I want everybody who is in Atlanta, if you're in Atlanta, there's no way you cannot show up to that. You got to show up to that. I'm going to be there. I mean, who the fuck am I, first off? Come because David Banner is the host. Right? Banner's the host. They're honoring Rakim. Come because of that. I'm going to be there doing my little relationship roundtable, get down.
You know they come to see you. They can't miss that. In they city?
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to look
Where you at?
I'm going to look like a seraphim straight out of the book of Genesis. You understand?
Better come get them jewels. Ooh.
I'm going to look delicious. You understand? Hold on. My man is calling me right now. Lloyd Strayhorn. Let me see. We will call. You know how to call, right? You know how to call out, right? We will call you, Lloyd. Got him. So, this is what I want you to do, engineer. I want you to call Lloyd Strayhorn. Engineer. Master numerologist. Master astrologist. And now astro-numerologist. He not finna play no games. Shit's about to be lit up in here. You already know, before I even get to it, I gotta promote Total Package Energy.
Man.
And I just gotta be real with you right now. I left him at the crib.
Sad. Wow. So sad. Because you got tired of us drinking them up.
I'm feeling fucked up right now. I ain't got my human rocket fuel, and I need my shit. Okay, am I addicted?
How many comes in a case? I know, because I'm about to order, and I was like, "May come."
I think like 9 or 12. You got him?
Okay. I might have. Yeah.
You underdid? 9 or 12. Okay.
Yeah, well, we love them.
Mimi, I'm sorry to do this. I'm not about objectification.
They want you to stand up, girl.
But god damn, you look so fucking good, my Negress. Can you just show them what you... Mimi is going to a red carpet event after this little puss ass shit I'm doing.
You know what?
That's how I know she down with me, my nigga.
Hello.
Almighty Lord.
And then goodbye. But back again.
Yes.
Hey, y'all.
Mimi like, what it do, nigga? Hey, it's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Go get your Total Package Energy shots right now at totalpackageenergy.com. Also, everybody in the chat room, please understand, the phone lines are open right now, 323-230-4610. You want a micro reading from Master Numerologist Lloyd Strayhorn. All you have to do is call us, 323-230-4610. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go to this brother's... Everybody's going crazy. They going crazy right now. Everybody's going crazy. They like, wow, okay. Yes, she is ready. Yes, she's ready. She's ready. She sure do.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, Mimi bad. So let me just say this, man. I want you guys to patronize, not patronize. Is it patronize or patronize? Patronize. I want you guys to patronize the brother's website. Buy his book. Numbers in You. He has many books. But please support the brother's movement. Go to his website, support all of his businesses, and get a reading. An extended reading. I still have yet to connect with him to get mine. But yo, reach out to him because he's cold-blooded. And you're going to see in this micro forum that we're about to open up in 2.2 seconds. Also, listen, there is a little $ down at the bottom of the live chat. That is YouTube's super chat. What that means is you can donate directly to my channel. And when I tell you, we need it. Because the shows that I'm about to do here at Dash Radio, y'all ain't seen it yet.
That's right.
We're about to go across platforms.
Hey.
YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Facebook Live, all that is we're about to stream to all of those at the same time.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So we need the donations, all right? We need the donations. As a matter of fact, we $400 short of what I want to get. I'm trying to get this T5 camera so I can put the Frito cast. Like I told you, one of the listeners of the show bought the Frito cast and sent it to me.
What?
Here at Dash.
That's right.
They sent it here.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's real shit right
You
there.
understand? Like, fuck it, man. We want to see it at the next level.
Yes.
Right.
So I'm like, all right then. So hit that little super chat button.
Yes.
And we good. Donate early and often. I appreciate it. And don't forget to share this link so people can get in. If you don't know who Lloyd Strayhorn is, that's your problem. The world knows who he is. Some of the biggest ballers in the game consult with this man because of his unique skill set. You get a chance because you down with me on some disrespect, I ain't gonna donate today type shit.
Right.
You down with me to even be introduced to this brother.
Right.
You wouldn't run into him on the street.
Real talk. Real relationships are being built.
You under dig? So what I want y'all to do, somebody's like, who is Mimi? They going crazy over here.
I mean, who is Mimi? Where you been?
What I want y'all to do is hit that super chat button early and often. Anybody I catch donating, I'm going to stop the show and shout you out.
Yes.
Okay, the number to dial, 323-230-4610. 323-230-4610. Ladies, how you doing?
Man, I'm good.
You are good. I know I'm a perv. Okay? I know. Let me perv off in the way that I need to. Yes, Mimi, you are good.
Oh, well, thank you.
In the chat, they said, me.
Hey, but don't sleep on Tiffany's big
Oh, no, you can sleep.
thick
Please.
peanut butter and crackers. These ain't no regular crackers, my nigga. These those special Keebler Elf butter crackers.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Ooh, have you had them Keebler Elf butter crackers? Ooh, and don't use regular peanut butter. No, this is almond butter.
Oh, my goodness.
You got to describe the beauty of these women in food.
Yes.
Gosh.
Yes.
Tiffany bad too, boy. On the thick side of the game.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yes.
ridiculous. I'm not going to
Yes.
It's ridiculous over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is she a sex addict? Oh, you could just go to hell in style with
That's why I
her.
said I was going to be trying to be like in recovery, right.
Somebody says Zoe is a perv with a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Hey, you're listening to the Voice of Reason on Dash Radio, Dash Talk Radio. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Let me just shout out somebody that's real special right now. The homeboy Maurice is in the building.
Hey.
Maurice, just turn his mic on so he can say what's up to the peoples, man.
What's up to the peoples?
What's up to the peoples? Hey, listen. A lot of people think that Zoe Williams, they don't know how to wrap their mind around Zoe Williams. Is he a comedian? Is he a therapist? Is he a scholar? Is he a philosopher? What the fuck is he? I'm going to tell you what he is. He's a good dude that's flawed. And when I do good, I try to do good for the sake of others. All right? Now, let me just say this, man. One of my good friends, Dr. Alan Berger, who is a recovery specialist, you know, he helps people with addictions, you know. He's a great guy. He was on the Zodiac show a few times. He thought enough of me. He felt like, I've worked with him, right? And he's like, man, Zoe, you got a gift, man. You change people. So he sent us Maurice. Maurice is in recovery. And he's like, man, give this brother a lane, you understand, that will, you know, help him flower from the inside out. So first off, he calling me with that task. I'm over in the corner going, are you sure? I'm curled up like, me? You want me to do? He's like, yo, man, I know what you are. I know what you do. And I've seen your impact on people. So Maurice is here. And Maurice is officially Zodiac Voice of Reason family.
That's right.
And we're going to support him in his recovery. We're going to ride with him. And he's going to be here interning with us. And like I said, man, he about to hit the ceiling of his potential, and then he's going to break through.
Yes.
And everybody that's in the chat room that listens to these shows, I'm encouraging y'all to send your positive energy, support us in support of him. You know? And maybe through that example, we fuck around and change something in our community. You feel me? Maurice!
Thank you.
My dude, what's happening, pimp? He on our team, so let's go with it. Well, now that that's out of the way, I'm opening up the phone lines. Is good brother Lloyd Strayhorn on deck?
Yay, do it.
Is he on?
Oh, shit.
Brother Lloyd, what up, man?
Hey.
Are you ready to get busy, bruh? Oh, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Oh, no doubt, bro. No doubt. So, before we open up the lines, I just got a couple of questions. Is numerology devil worship? You know Christians are scared, so you're going to have to help the Christians.
To those that wish to control you. It is devil worship for those who are afraid for you to question things, even from the Bible. I have to remind people historically, the Bible was also used as a justification to keep black people enslaved. So I look at the Bible with a more open mind and not taking things literally as so much as symbolically. If that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense to me. Couple more questions. What exactly is the Zodiac? Because, you know, Christians think that's devil worship too.
It's a term used in the language of astrology, meaning a wheel divided in 12 pies, which is equivalent to 12 months a year, or the 12 disciples in the Bible, feel me? And these pies are each assigned a zodiac sign. So when you're going around, the first pie always starts with Aries, the second one with Taurus, the third with Gemini, the fourth with Cancer, the fifth with Leo, the sixth with Virgo, the seventh with Libra. Then you have Scorpio. Then you have Sagittarius. Then house number 10 is Capricorn. That's the career house. Then house number 11 is Aquarius. And finally, saving best for last in that sense. And I think one of the young ladies is a Pisces there. I think he's March the 4th or something like that.
That's me.
Hey, you called it. You didn't forget Mimi. Can't nobody forget Mimi up in this. That's March 4th. Mimi sitting right here. Man.
Partner. It's on kind of this side of the year. I don't know why I want to make it around October, November 22nd, or I forgot for the birthday. I don't know why, but I think they're both water signs, both fours.
No. The one sister is gone today. She's not here today. You have the other sister in here who is a Gemini. She's the 22nd of May.
Of fours, but they're different type of fours. Because the first one is a water sign with an air number, and this particular young lady who happens to be with us in attendance this evening, she is air sign with an air number. So that means I don't care how beautiful or supposedly attractive she looks, I would make sure a guy gets with her head, her mind. And I'm not talking about playing mind games. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about understanding that deeper down the rabbit hole, if one can get past the physical appearance of what we tend to focus on all the time, they will see that they have a very deep, intelligent, engaging woman on their hands.
He love y'all. No, he told me, he went back and saw the video and saw that y'all were pretty. He was like, so there's a gang of pretty women in there, man.
So it's the first one. So I'll make sure I catch this one later on.
Oh, absolutely. I'll send it to you. All right, so look, bro, we got full lines right now. Everybody trying to get through, brother. Here we go. Let's get, and let me just say this. Guys, don't try to drain them. One question at a time. One question. You don't get to ask 37 questions that lead to the first question you ask. Ask one question.
Number. And by the way, this weekend I'm going to be in the beautiful city of Detroit. So anybody in and around that area that would like to see me face to face, it'll be my first time in that section of the country ever, so that'll give me a chance. But other than that, one question, one answer, and I agree, because I can be the person after evening, believe me.
There we go. Here it goes. Caller! Welcome to the Voice of Reason. You're on the phone line with Zoe. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it. Oh, it's a woman. You guys always call when there's free readings. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hey.
Two. Okay, good. All right. Go ahead. What month of the day are you born in your question?
July 20th, 1970.
Okay, good. Did you have a specific question, although I think I know what it is? It would likely be a relationship question because you're heading in a relationship cycle.
Well, I don't know so much in regards, well, okay. I was going to ask if you have a sense that my biological father is still within this realm with us, because if so, I'd like to know if he'd be open to my meeting him if I searched him out. But I didn't know if he's even alive for me to even go that route.
Okay, now, you know, Michelle, I kind of heard but didn't understand. Can you repeat some of that again? In essence?
Sure. I was asking if you would be aware or not if my biological father is still alive, if he's still within this realm with us, and if he is, would he be receptive to us meeting if I were to attempt to search him out? I just don't know if he's even alive, and if he is, I'd like to know, if I were to make that effort, would he receive me?
About your father, is he alive? If so, would it be worth you trying to make contact? Would I be in the essence of it?
Yes, yeah.
Correct, pretty much. If he would be willing to receive me.
Okay. Give me the first three numbers that come to your mind. Don't even think. What are the first three numbers that top your mind?
317.
317? Okay. Here's what that tells me. There's a technique in my book called Numerology and Thought Reading. And what happens is when I got the information from your subconscious mind by asking you the numbers, it tells me that first of all, your dad could either be the same zodiac sign as you, of Cancer, or a
We have the same birthday.
See, there you go. Didn't even know. Or born on the 2nd, 11th, the 20th, or the 29th of the month. And you said y'all got the exact same birthday?
Wow.
Exact same birthday, but we've never celebrated together. And I just recently turned 47, so I was wondering, if I sought him out, if he's still alive, if he'd be willing to just get to know each other.
Well, I would think with you born on the same day, your dad, and normally you wear what is called daddy's little girl in that sense, that, and see, you got to understand, when we're children, when we're small, things go on as adults that we don't know until we become adults and we start raising a family, we start having babies and stuff like that. Things can get complicated. I would like to think that things were close. I would make an effort to reach out to find out one way or the other. That's for sure. And I do think from the answer and the results you gave me, because every number you gave me, 3, 1, and 7 are odd numbers. When the numbers are odd, it means yes. When it's even, it means no. So it wasn't a mix of an odd and even numbers or even and odd numbers. It was that every single number, the 3, the 1, and the 7 are all odd numbers. So the answer is probably yes on both fronts, that yes, I pray he is still walking on this planet. And if so, definitely make the effort to reach out, because what you don't want to do, Michelle, is mentally go up the road of life and kick yourself for not giving it a shot, giving it a chance and opportunity. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, I just got to walk through.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to just to get an idea of the other aspect of who I am, because although he's been physically absent, I just believe if I were able to be in his presence, I'd be able to identify with certain things in him that I probably do to this very day.
Well, from the numbers, since you're both born on the same birthday, you always have the same numbers, which you should write down just quickly. Your key numbers are the 2, the 7, and the 6. So that means that Mondays and Fridays are your best days, thus his best days, and thus good to try to seek him out, or information about him out on Mondays and Fridays. You and he have the same months, which is March, May, July, and October, which is coming around the corner this Sunday, okay? So I will put some feelers out as early as this coming Friday, okay? And that'll be Friday the 29th. So one of your numbers, because 29 adds to 11, 1 plus 1 is 2, will be falling on its own, one of its best days of Friday. In the period of late September into October, it's going to be a triple star that makes the effort then. And contact Zodiac or reach me on my site, book@strayhorn.com, or my toll-free number that I'll give out later to say, what happened. But I do believe that. Your father was not a ladies' man, but women were his blessing and his curse. There's a lot to this. And actually you're asking a real deep, profound question. It takes more than just rushing you because, as Lo said, the lines are full. But I would love to talk to you about this at length. It would be well worth it. Why don't you go to my site, schedule a session to see me. I do many half hours, hour, whatever you need to get to your answer, so you can be at peace within yourself about your dad. But I would say, since you're about the same numbers, you would either look alike, act alike, think alike. You would just be the female version of your father's dispositions, looks, features, whatever the case is. Or if you ask people, they'll say, you know what? You remind me much like your father, for those that may have known your father. Is your mother still living?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
She will tell you. She'll say, Mom, who do I look like? Or who do people used to say I look like now? Girl, they think you look just like your dad, okay? Little things like that. We'll see.
Well, peace and blessings to you, Brother Lloyd. Thank you.
Yeah, but I think he should be more than receptive to know he's very beautiful, beautiful lady. That even though he wasn't there, your heart and your spirit is filled for it. That says a lot about you.
Man. Okay. Before we get to the next caller, what kind of hoodoo? What? He asked for those numbers.
Right.
Got the numbers and then told the girl what her daddy signed. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That was a trip. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. Wow.
It was this simply. When I asked her the numbers, because I wasn't sure, this is a technique in numerology, because the subconscious always knows. See, that's why they'll take you through hypnosis. There's a scene of a crime you can't quite remember, they'll hypnotize you, which makes you pull back so you can call features clearer. Well, the subconscious mind always knows. And so what I did was, if I couldn't answer with an intelligent sense, I asked the subconscious. That's why I told her, give me the first three numbers, it added to 11. So the first thing out my mouth, and anyone born on the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, which is her dad's birthday, because 2 plus 0 is 2, or the 29th. As long as I've done this, I'm always amazed myself. It works. I'd like to share with your audience how it works.
Wow. That's crazy. Okay, so
400-page book I wrote, just like the Bible, in this subject.
Wow. Okay. Listen, I got questions, man.
Yeah.
Just real quick. Can I do the little subconscious number thing? Because I got, like, I have a fixation with certain numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Your angel numbers, they kind of guide you. It's like sometimes we're in a situation where we're looking for a sign that, okay, this is going to be good, or a sign that, okay, we need to back up. Well, that's what that is. Is there a particular number that you see or all the time?
It's two numbers that I get down with. 23 and 19.
Oh.
I'm fixated on those two numbers.
Huh? From 1 to 31, the best numbers, and when I say 31 from the first of the month to the 31st of the month, is either the 23 or the 19. Now, when you said 23, that was easy for me. It tells me two things. Well, 2 plus 3 is 5. Each number is ruled by a planet, in this case, Mercury. So it tells me either this person is a Gemini or Virgo, or they may be born on the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd of the month. It tells me subconsciously there's a desire to expand, to add more variety and spice to things, to travel more. 5 being a literary number suggests that the person may be thinking about putting something out by way of a blog or a book or whatever the case may be. And this person is at a crossroad where they feel they need to make a change and a change for the better. Then the second best number to have is the 19. The 19 in numerology is called the Prince of Heaven, denoting honor, success, and esteem. So my friend, you keep happening on that number, that means that energy is definitely coming your way. Some form of honor, some form of success, some form of esteem. Okay? Some of the most dynamic people in music, from Smokey Robinson to John H. Johnson, that published the Johnson Publishing Dynasty, from Ebony Jet, this, that, and the other, born on the 19th. 19 is a very, very powerful number to possess. And if that's the case, that you might be also considering a Leo in addition to the mix, or a Aquarius or Aries. So that means there are 4 signs in these 2 numbers. 1, 5. One is Gemini, Virgo. The 19 would denote Leo first, Aquarius second, then Aries. Or they are born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, or the 28th. So if I had to sum it up, Steve, because I'm breaking it down like that, I would say, yes, from these 2 numbers, it tells me that the concern may be around a Gemini or Virgo, and in a minor way, on a minor, because you mentioned 23 is the first one, so I say in a minor way, a person who is born under Leo, Aquarius, or Aries, or is born on the date from the 1st to 5th, the 10th to 14th, the 19th to 23rd, or the 28th to the 9th.
Wow.
And,
jeez. Wow. Ladies?
Wow.
I know y'all be thinking like, damn, I be bringing in wizards.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. From the other side.
From the other side, man. Nah, you was in the ballpark. You was we were more in the ballpark, goddammit. You was in the dugout.
Right.
Wow. Jeez. I'm just fixated on those numbers, 23, 19.
some of this, because to get back to your first question when we open up the show about people think, is this the devil's work? Yes, certain branches of religion do, particularly born-again Christians, those that's been raised in sin and blocking people's blessings. Now they found God, and now everything else is taboo, okay? Then you got the Jehovah's Witnesses who don't believe in celebrating birthdays. They'll celebrate anniversaries, which I think is interesting too. Then you got the Seventh-day Adventists. They're more open, but there's still a question. And so when I explain to the person, especially if they're very spiritually, religiously inclined, and when I say the Bible is a numerology book, they almost sound offended. So all of us in the Black experience that's going to church at one point, and you know when you go to church, on the board there's going to be a certain chapter that you in, or certain book or whatever, and then it's going to have a certain chapter with verses. All of it described in numbers, okay? You know, chapter 23, verses 1 to 19. Verses 1 to 19. That guides the person. That seems to, this is what I think seems to give a person who goes to church on those Sundays, it was almost like they were there to hear that message. Now, how that works, I don't know. And then I'll take it from the Old Testament. The fourth book of Moses, though, is called the Book of Numbers. Duh, I didn't do this. I didn't write it. I wasn't there, okay? And where Moses is instructed by God on the second day of the second month to name the armies by their whole. When I talk about that 12th example, 12 months in the year, 12, the Zodiac is dividing into 12 pies, you know, there's the 12 different signs, the 12 disciples. This is also where the 12 tribes of Israel are found. So if you go further down into the Old Testament of Moses, the book of Numbers, each of the 12 tribes are given a specific number. Do not take my word for this. Research it yourself. That's the beauty of what we do, sevens, numerologists, because numbers are exact. That's the only universal language number. I don't care how upset you get, Joe, but when we settle down, 2 plus 2 is still going to be 4. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Listen, there's people on the phone right now They ready for you, man. Gosh. It's really something to think about because most people don't even think this deeply.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell Jacob Harris in the chat room, yo, Jacob, keep calling.
Right.
He like, for real, bruh? I've called at least 10 times. Well, you done hung up 10 times, too.
My best friend said the same thing. She texts me like, I called 6 times so far.
Yeah, just be patient. We gonna get through the calls. We gonna get through them quickly. All right. Okay. One question for Lloyd. Next caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you're calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it. Caller. Caller. Hello. Hello. Caller. Oh, we gotta go. Oh, we was about to hang up on you because you playing reindeer games. Okay, you can't call and hang up. Just keep calling, baby. Okay, anyway. What's your name and where you calling from?
What's your birthday?
Ebony.
Ebony. I'm sorry, Ebony. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Okay.
No, you're fine.
What month and day you born?
I was born 9/29/87. I'll actually be 30 on Friday.
Okay. Well, we, at the Voice of Reason, Zoe and staff, as well as myself, will be first to wish you happy birthday this coming Friday, the 29th. And
thank you so much.
And it's interesting because you happen to have the same identical numbers as the very first caller, which I didn't get a chance to do because of the length of the conversation, but you can. Your most important numbers are 2, 7, and 6, just like everything. And it indicates you're super sensitive, very protective, very nurturing, always have a sense of knowing what's knowing. As a kid, you probably scared your parents and relatives. As a little girl, you put your mouth on something, not understanding what you yourself understood. Sensitive about your eating habits and dietary laws. But this year, you've learned how to really expand your world, and now you're about to tighten some things up right
do
now.
the number thing with him.
Okay.
That is so true. That is like so true. My fiance, he hasn't eaten meat in like 3 years, and actually this year I'm like really, focusing
No matter
on.
if you see me trying to talk,
So now I'm just down the
don't
strength.
let me in
I know I gotta do better,
until I let you know
now I'm just
to
down
let me
the
in.
strength. So you feel
Because
like,
what happens is he's breaking up every time you bring me in.
Yeah.
While he's talking,
my fiance's
he got the
birthday
floor.
is January
Right.
28th of 84.
Okay. Can we turn it back up? Can we turn it back up?
In the sense that the air signs are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this is an Aquarius-Libra relationship. The numbers.
I'm sorry, it was 3. I said 4, but it's 1983. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. But the point is, I got the date, which is January the 28th. The only thing your future mate has to be a future husband has to be careful of people taking advantage of his goodness, his resources, and his trust. And if he can do that, he'll be fine. Because he's honest, but everybody hasn't always been honest with him. But I know he doesn't take orders well. He'd be an excellent lawyer, manager, supervisor, director. And this year, he's really getting it together, just like you. Because this year, you guys had a lot of fun, busy, dealing with some legal matters, all this other stuff. But
oh my
now,
goodness. You are right on.
yeah, but this,
you are like spot on with everything that you're saying. I can't believe it.
Yeah, well, but see, these are number interpretations. And so, here's the thing, what I'm saying with Ebony. It almost gives that person, in this case, Ebony, that I'm talking to her. And it is true. But behind the scenes, I'm really talking to the numbers. If she gave me the right set of numbers, and each number, no matter where you find it, definition or form or shape, never changes in terms of its definitions, its meaning, its symbology, then it indicates that if I say to it, and thus it does sound like it, then in my brain I know what she's going through this year, busy year for her, busy year for him. If they're both getting serious, going to get in a serious budget, tighten up everything, all that is on the drawing board if it hasn't happened as of now, actually. You know?
Correct.
Interesting, your fiance, he's more about me, and you're more about we. And that's where the difference comes in that. But it's a nice balance. So with that, you should call me to get in your business. I'll set up a wedding date for the both of you.
That would be great. We would love that. We would love that.
I am just the one. Please give me a call. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And you guys have a great night. Thank you for having me on.
All right. So, sorry. I'm just really intrigued by the numbers. Also because I'm obsessed with my birth number too. So I'm obsessed with number 22. So that kind of like is my subconscious number. But I'm Ebony. You just told Ebony all about her life. Like her man and everything. So I'm a little curious, Lloyd, myself. So, Lloyd, that May 22nd. Mm-hmm.
Different. Yours is, see, what happens, how I'm able to do this is I know that everybody goes through a personal year cycle. How do I do this? I take the month you were born and the day you were born, but add it to the year I want to know about, which is right now. So when you give me your month and date of birth and year of birth, that's your destiny. So when you came here on that month, that day, that year, that tells me how things have been mapped out for you. Astrology would call it, we're now looking at your natal chart. So when you were born on this month, this day, this year, at that time, in that location, this is how the stars were aligned in the heavens. You go to an astrologer now, fast forward as an adult, they would do what is called a progress chart, which means how have the charts progressed or moved along since then? And that's called the personal year cycle, and that's what will help you. So this year you've been in a one personal year, Ebony. It means this year you have definitely been looking out for me, myself, and I. You want to set the tone for a new direction as to what you want to do. Be more independent, more self-reliant, step out on faith.
Yeah.
Back in May of your birthday month, there were some challenges with either help with not you, somebody else, making some adjustments, whether I should go back to school or get involved in this weight loss exercise program. Then in June, July, things were looking good financially. And then in August, you closed the books on an affair or an arrangement or a situation. And says, I need to do something on. How does that sound based upon, and I mean, I don't know what's been going on. Does it sound?
It's uncannily perfectly spot on, actually, like no wobbling. So most of the listeners know going through a divorce.
I swear to God.
No, he might be the month.
He might be sharper than the psychics.
No,
because he be hitting like, motherfucker, I said it. It'd be right on point, like you get slapped upside your head.
Yeah, so I can break it down for the confirmation. Like, obviously, this has been my solo year because I'm going through a divorce. And, finances and rebuilding myself has been the focus. In May was my birthday, and my best friend was supposed to come out, but we both were having life difficulties. So instead of coming to me, I flew her out somewhere. So I helped her go back home to be with her kids or whatever. And then June and July, I decided to go back to work for, quote unquote, the man, like not for myself for a little bit to catch up on the finances. And then I closed out, a lot of my financial stuff that I need to move on in August. So you're right there.
Mm-hmm. It's just amazing how it seems to fit. But what I tell the person, at least to let you know you're not crazy, because sometimes we have our self-talk. Girl, am I making the right decision? Girl, am I crazy? Move, am I, you know what I'm saying? We all go through it. It is a human reaction to how we deal with situations and self-talk. But if I can do that, then that way you know you're not crazy. You know how we men sometimes you catch us and we say, girl, you're not crazy, you don't know what you're talking about, and that feeling don't go away?
Right, yeah, so no, it was spot on.
Okay, well listen, it's your girl Mimi, March 4th, and Hey, how you doing? Good, good. I want to make sure you knew it was me because there's a lot of ladies on the show.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure you identified which was what because it's my birthday. Yes.
Tiffany.
Y'all are both number 4 persons, but the energy, the makeup, the ingredients are different. It's like you bringing me 2 coconut cakes. Your coconut cake is made up of the ingredients of water and air. Her ingredients is made up of air and air. So it's the numbers. I'm kind of like symbolically doing it, but you're similar yet different. Your styles are different. You being a water sign, Mimi, means you will also have an emotional bent to that, whereby Evan would add a more mental bent to that situation. And air simply means people who reason. Water simply means people who feel. I can't explain it. I just feel you need to leave that situation alone. You know how you're doing, okay?
Listen, you've been feeling all over their pages, Lloyd.
Yes, you have. Lloyd is on it.
Man, Lloyd, Jesus.
Yes. A lot of people are asking Lloyd, what book do you suggest they get started with?
Basic book, Numbers in You, a numerology guide for everyday. Say that. I deal with numbers in a practical way.
Okay.
Number so-and-so, you say number 4, what does that mean? So what does that mean? Well, it means you'd like to be different. And I'm going to describe the characteristics, but it also sets up how to time your life. So when a person says they're in the wrong place at the wrong time, my book will teach you how to be in the right place at the right time in harmony with the universe. So I know right away, Sunday's one of your best days, followed by Wednesday. So if nothing else, these are your go days, your green light days, the days when you rock it, you push it, you step out there, and you make things happen. Then you would have certain months that are favorable, like February, June, and August. The book teaches all of that. Every single person on this planet. And I think what's happening, we're so busy being here about one of the Kardashians got pregnant the other day, about a basketball dude, and the other one is pregnant, and we're so busy looking in everybody's backyard. Oh, and by the way, I think Kanye West and Kim, I have another baby, but surrogate, whatever that means. But you too, just like they do, have numbers that are assigned to you. And so instead of us looking over in somebody else's backyard, we fail to look in our own backyard where underneath our feet could be acres of diamonds. Most people don't know what a real diamond looks like in the street. They would think of a dirty old rock and kick it to the side. But for a person who has a understanding, they know that this stone has the magic of turning into something brilliant when cut and shined and clean and sold for tons of money, okay?
Okay.
You know what's crazy, though? Lloyd, you've been following all of this stuff that's been going on in the news with regards to the NCAA and the bribery charges and all of that stuff, right? So one of the coaches that got arrested was the very coach who recruited my son to that school.
You're serious?
No joke.
Craziness.
That's right. The brother who was in the NBA that was down at Auburn, he came to see my son here in LA twice. Wow. 3 times while he was in his senior year.
Wow.
So to help me break this down, my son is December 10th, 1996. So I told my son today, I said, look, You tore your ACL at the beginning of your junior year. I said, man, the universe does not create blockages. The universe creates detours. I said, sometimes people like you need to be slowed down. I said, if you didn't get hurt in your junior year, you had Louisville. The Louisville coach just got fired today. Louisville offered him too. You had Oklahoma State. That's one of the schools. You had USC. That's another school. Wow. And you had Auburn. I said, son, I said, you had to have that injury to slow you down, because if you didn't have that injury, you went into Auburn as a 4-star. If you didn't have that injury, you would have went in as a 5-star, and they would have offered you money, and you would have took it.
Right.
I said, you don't know why you don't know what the purpose of certain things is. When it happened to you, you thinking, damn, why me?
Right.
But look, a year later, after you leave, after they've mistreated you at that school, look at what the karma is doing to them right now. Come on. Speak to me, Lloyd. I need answers.
Full circle. Here's the thing. When you do right by people and you're coming from the side of truth, you don't have to worry about this. But here's what I last year, in July, I was interviewed about this election in 2016. And I swore up and down, astrologically, numerically, otherwise, that Hillary was going to get this hands down. But to the credit of the interviewer, the reporter, he said, well, what happens should Donald Trump win? This was my response, and you can see it on YouTube. Just type Hillary, Trump prediction 2016 and Strayhorn, you will see it. But the point is, I explained that should this man be elected, it tells me that this nation has lost its moral compass. Okay? Which is mean about ethics. Doing what is right to do it because it's right. This you know and I know, so in the game of sports and potential from collegiate sports and all that stuff, there's always been things. That's why they set up these kind of rules to stop people being enticed unnecessarily. Yo, we give you a free car. You know, you got a condo for you. The girls go with it too. What young brother with talent ain't gonna say yes? It's hard to say no. And so, but things have changed, but sometimes the mindset, and these are things that will come back. And maybe you and I don't know it yet, not knowing what the future is, that this may be a blessing in disguise for your son.
Hey, that's what I told him. I said, you dodged a bullet. You dodged a bullet, and now you about to come back. Because this is what I explained to him. That ACL injury, that's not an injury you're supposed to come right back from. I said, brother, it's been 3.5 years. You back. You healthy now. You had 3.5 years of rehab. You're back. Oh, man. I told him, man, it's a blessing in disguise. He about to pepper jack sauce off this year.
That's right. In the sauce.
Pepper jack sauce is about to happen this year. All right. So the phone lines are open. I'm coming to the phone lines. Please, let's roll through these quickly. That's all right, brother. You know I love you, man. We can keep rolling. Have your question ready. Your mark. Get set. No, I'm just playing. Caller. You're on the Voice of Reason. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it. Oh, more women. You guys only call when there's numerologists and psychics. When I plead, listen, what I know it is. When I plead for y'all to call in, when I have topics that I need y'all answer on, y'all just have your ear on the phone, but you're not calling. But now that Lloyd Strayhorn, all right. Okay. Okay, so tell me, what's your name and where you calling from again? You know your name ain't Nunu.
April 18th? Really? Yeah, I don't even have a question. Let me say this briefly. What the impression I got is this. You're the kind of woman, through no fault of your own, when you come home, you can't win or lose it. On one hand, you'll have secret enemies caused by jealousy, envy, insecurity. In another way, because of your courage and your confidence and the desire to be the master of your fate and the captain of your ship and controlling your destiny, people will misinterpret you as being cocky or arrogant and outright attack you. So it's almost like if it ain't one, it's another. Does any of that make sense?
And absolutely makes sense. That's what I've been dealing with my whole life. My whole life's been a storm.
That's what I'm saying. And essentially, because the birthday also suggests to me, too, that men in uniform have been attracted to you. So that means you have met, married, dated, a police officer, law enforcement, military guy, construction, sanitation, machinist, toolist, something of that nature. Or you yourself may have been in an occupation where you wore uniforms. You've always gotten on better with the men. Like Mom's maybe she has this saying, the only thing a woman can do for her is bring her a man. That's you, Nunu, okay? And you're very honest, too. And you're very if you think that I would mess with you. And this year is your love year. This is your romance and finance cycle this year coming out. Here's what I mean.
Is it? I'm in a storm right now, Lloyd. I don't know. I'm drowning.
No. Here's why. Astrologically, according to the Zodiac wheel, signs 180 degrees from the distance of where they were born is called when they're at their lowest point, and that's you. Now, in other words, for Aries, the lowest or oppositional sign to Aries is Libra. That's where we are now. We've been in Libra for about 5-6 days. And so if you understand that, it's not that you can't get through things. It's just the timing of it. So I know born on the 18th that the 9 and 3 are the best numbers, which means Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So your 3 best days to carry out all of your plans.
You guys use the bathroom?
Okay? With success.
You guys use the bathroom?
And blessed with 6 months, which is always around March, April, and May. Now October, November, December. And don't forget, October is coming up on this Sunday. So you're about to hit and by the way, you're entering your romance and finance cycle. Falling in love, falling out of love, all depending on what things have been happening. It's a pregnancy cycle. You may say straight. You obviously didn't get the year I was born. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about symbolic pregnancy. You give birth to an idea, a plan, an enterprise. You know? You're weird. I
appreciate it.
People should not get on your bad side. You're not the one. You will fight. That's right. All my life. You hang with the best, which is why you have scars on the left side of your body, like around your forehead, your knees, ankles, stuff like that. And so it's more on the left side when you get injured. You don't get sick much. You do get cuts, burns, bruises, little stuff like that. Anyway, she give me a call so I can get in your visit.
I think I will. Thank you, Lloyd. Thank you, though.
Yes. Oh, this is not the phone anymore. This is Mimi again.
Oh, what's happening, brother? What did he say? What my man said?
There's almost no excuse for what is deep inside. And what I'm saying is just like sisters want to know the deeper side of the men they're dealing with, men should know the deeper side of the women they're dealing with. Men have a value for every relationship. Because nobody's perfect. None of us. I ain't met nobody perfect yet.
But what's interesting is on a normal calling session, the men are calling in more than the women. And then when we have people like yourself here as a guest, the women start calling in from the east and the west. So that's what's crazy about it, because normally it's the other way around. Huh? Mm-hmm.
As a man, I'm 30, going on 31, 32, 33. I'm almost tired getting to 34, okay? Then 35, then I'm there. And I think this way that women count, not all women, of course, puts more pressure on them in a time situation that they don't need to go to, because everybody will get up at the same time, ladies. Everybody will go to bed at the same time, wear the same clothes, eat the same food. So why you got to do this at a certain time or that at a certain time? Yes. And so when you understand that, you don't get caught up into, oh man, you know, I'm 31, I'm 35, I'm 35 going on 40. No, you're not. You got a 2-year spread by taking it one day at a time, and by not kind of getting caught up and down, they want to put everything as you pre this, you pre that. Where the cycles of men, which we need to understand. Now we know that October's coming up, which is World Series cycle. Okay? Then we know that in January, February comes Super Bowl cycle. Okay? Then we know that in March from the March Madness cycle. Those cycles we understand. But a lot of us guys, sometimes we forget the anniversaries that we met our ladies or married them, the birthdays of our children. Women do. Women do. So it doesn't come as a surprise to me. I guess our mindsets. This is why I told my daughters, we men are wired differently. We are. Don't mean to, that's how they create a mate. Okay? And I want the guys to understand how women are wired so they can have better relationships with the women and the women can be happier. Mm-hmm. Seems simple to me.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Great information. So,
jeez.
If my number is the number 3, does that mean something in particular if I'm always picking 3?
Mm-hmm.
Be thinking about expanding your world, expanding your horizon, branding yourself, getting yourself out there more. There could be a long-distance relationship at the back of the mind where you over here and they're over there. It also means that a person in mind could also be a Sagittarius or Pisces or born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th of the month. And it also indicates that subconsciously there's a desire to work on a self-improvement program, to be better, to expand, to grow. If any of that makes sense.
Okay. I'm always trying to expand and grow.
You have no idea. Let me answer for her, Lloyd. This woman is hustle extraordinaire. Yes. She is ambitious. She is always grinding, always trying to get better, always asking questions, inquisitive, the whole 9 yards.
Nobody should do for you or do to you at this point is challenge you with, girl, you can't do this and you can't do that. Because if this 3 has been your angel number, your focus, so to speak, that it symbolizes wherever you look or turn, it's there. That simply means that things are really, really moving. And so therefore more career oriented. So let's say you're in a relationship, the guy want to kind of lock you down or settle you in. This is the wrong time. If they say, well, you never make it, you'll never be anybody. All they did was set the flame of success under your bottom to move you to the top. That's all they've done. They just don't know. So you will not be stopped.
Okay, here we go. I'm ready to get these callers in. Callers! This show is flying, by the way.
Right.
Lloyd, what's the name of your website real quick? Give out the website right now.
Strayhorn. That's spelled RAYHORN. So it's Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. And you can see what remains of the forecast I've done for 2017. When I'm out in Detroit this weekend, I'm going to be setting up what's up for 2018, because that's going to be exciting for all the Zodiac signs. So they need to tune into that. And then they can also schedule a time to call me or a session. They can make it short or long or in between. That will be up to them. But it'll be a pleasure.
There it is. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to have a conversation, a quick conversation, a micro conversation with Master Astro-Numerologist Lloyd Strayhorn? Are you ready to holla at the good brother? Here we go. Callers, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it.
I'm calling because I just got a promotion in my job, but I want to go back to school for farming, and I just don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I'm so fucking confused. I don't know.
Hey, now, let me back up a second. Your name again?
Jacob Harris.
Jacob Harris. Okay, Jacob, my pleasure. And you said you were born May 27th, May 26th?
No, April 26th, 1993.
Okay, good. First of all, you know you're a Taurus, so you're an Earth sign with an Earth number. You're very, very practical, very pragmatic, and you like to use a lot of logic and sense. Okay, the question is about
one of them got the
you're in school, and should you make a decision?
No.
Hold on 1 second, bro. 1 second. I need you to turn down the show at your crib. You can't listen to yourself while you're on the radio. Just turn all that down. Yeah, turn it down. All right, now you finish talking to Lloyd so you can hear yourself instead of hearing 3 or 4 of yourselves.
Here's my issue. I work for the government right now. But I want to go back to school to farm. Like, that's all I really want to do. I just want to farm. But I don't know. I'm really afraid to make the jump. I guess that's really what I'm saying. And I don't know if it's in my cards. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me tell you this. Education, once you got it, captured, earned these papers or certificate or whatnot, nobody can take it away from you. What you don't want to do is go up the road of life and mentally kick yourself for not doing it now while you're young in a position. All the business, all that stuff going to be here. And in fact, the government's going to be here until they try to bully tell the king to come. So other than that, you ain't got nothing to worry about. So it's about going to school. Let me tell you this. You were born in the 90s, right? Okay. But your birthday suggests you've always been old. Actually, probably older young lady that introduced you with 101, which is none of my business on this show. Okay? You may
Yeah.
But if it's babysit the body, kind of like introduce you into the ways of the future life of the world, that would make sense to me. Maturity has been, but you're going to do well anyway. In business, banking, working for the government, enterprising, real estate, you've always had an eye to value, always been conservative too, very conservative, even in your politics, even in your bedroom habits, which is none of my business either. But the point is, everybody got their style. The point is, definitely go to school if you can. Look at the reality of, I don't think that the school will require that you, first of all, is it an online situation?
No, I work for the UGA, and since I work full-time, they're going to pay my full tuition to go to school if I get accepted.
Excuse me, they're going to pay for it. Where you don't have where you don't have to deal with a student loan, and you got a question about whether you should do this? Really?
Yeah,
I know it sounds.
Let me put it like this.
I know.
You have not worked.
I just got my transcript yesterday, so.
Ain't nothing about college tuition that I know, even community college, that's cheap. Yeah. And the fact that the government will do that for you, you got to jump on that, man. Come on. Yo. Okay, Jordan, speak for itself. Here's your most important numbers. Your lucky numbers are the 8, the 6, and the 3. Okay. As much as your money will rise, you got very nice things, I can tell you that. And stubborn as a bull, to say. But you're really in God, man. People got to get to know you, Jordan, and really know you're really cool and you're a sweet guy, too, to be around, all right? You can be kind of stingy, but that's another reason to we'll say that. But
you're pretty good this now.
He said you pretty good. You pretty good. You pretty good, you know. That's how I get down, man. You better know what you're doing.
So the year coming up for you is going to be a year where you're at a turning point. This year's been stressful. This year's been challenging beyond. Health issues, restrictions, limitations, the health concerns was back in February, late January, February, especially late March, April, going into your birthday, just leading into your birthday. Not you, somebody close to you, around you, you know, then in September, all little things, but at the same time, you've been tightening up your hat. Screw by screw, little by little, and now you can almost sense or see the light at the end of the tunnel. If you got an opportunity to go to school, and the government's going to pay for it, brother, please, okay? There's your answer. L to the yes. Okay?
Hey, you better let White Sky Daddy pay your fees, man. Pay that tuition. There it is, man. There it is. You know this. Listen. Thank you, brother, for the call. We appreciate it. I'm ready to hear from some more ladies. I'm ready to hear from some more ladies. We got 2 ladies in the building. We've got a Gemini and a Pisces.
Yes, yes.
God damn. Lloyd, why are Pisces so bad for me? If they wasn't good for me, I would sop me up with a biscuit, man.
But they very rarely ask me what numbers stress me. As a number 5 person born on May the 23rd, 5 is your most important number, followed by the 6, followed by the 9. But if all the numbers that challenge you, it is the number 8 and the number 3. Now, I interpret that by 8 is ruled by Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn, it rules January, stress month. Then, if I look at the 3 is ruled by Jupiter, that governs the month of March and December, thus Pisces and Sagittarius. So therefore, you're likely to have some challenges with Capricorns, Pisces, or Sagittarians. And it's you know, it's not that you can't get wrong, it's just that sometimes because we don't understand, it's like they're ruffling my nerves, because 5s and 3s have a lot in common. They're very friendly, they're very popular, they're very well liked, so I know if you dated some, everywhere you go, if you would say, hey, how's so-and-so? She go, hey, how's it up? Okay? That kind of energy. But 5 rules the nerves. Mentally irritable, quick-tempered. They got too many times to teach yourself. See, that's why you don't like people around you so they're slow, dull, or bored. You ain't got to teach yourself. Brother, are you paying attention up in here? Okay? It's that kind of energy of how you flow with this. Well,
wait, hold on. My engineer ain't even listening, and he should be. Did you hear what he just said about me? Did you hear what he just said about me?
Spot on.
Look, he ain't even paying attention. And you talking about what he need to know.
Yeah.
Says, so don't like nobody that's in here not paying attention.
Upset. When things are not going their way, because threes like to be spoiled sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And then threes have this thing about what to expect. That's also a thing about threes and fives. They can be addictive. Things in the threes that five that excites the nerves, like sex, drinking, drugs. Anything that stimulates the nerve, they cater to. With threes, theirs deals with more the emotional side. I gotta have this $100 ice cream every day. So they are the ones, and the number 9 that I always caution that everything has to be in moderation. And too much of is bad as none of it. It's up to that person to strike the balance. I ain't doing no preaching. But the point is, it can't be said we did not have this conversation, so. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Lord have mercy, Jesus, and then some. He just broke you all the way down. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Man, I love food. And I love it. I can cook it and I love to eat it.
Wow. Hey, listen, I want to say really quickly, Tamiko Arbery on YouTube just hit that super chat button and dropped $100.
Thank you,
She
girl.
appreciates the show.
That's right.
And and don't forget, go to Lloyd's website, book a session with the world's greatest astro numerologist. You gotta do it. He's so cold, he created a new lane. Jesus.
Wow.
Wow. Well, different avenues, there's another thing. You can get astrologers up the yin yang, numerologists, but an astro-numerologist to combine the best of both worlds, that falls in a kind of a rare category.
All right. Well, let's get these callers in. Let's get them in as quick as we can. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Have your question ready. What's your name and where are you calling from? Caller, welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it. California, what up?
Georgia.
Her name is Georgia.
Georgia. Okay, Georgia. Good. What's your birthday?
March 24th, 1961.
March 24th, 19 what?
69.
61.
61.
Okay, good. You don't look it, so I don't need, you said the year with a shine, but your name and your initial sign suggests you're a woman that you can shake off about 10 to 12 years of your age. You didn't have no problems at all.
Love it.
I'm going to start texting you guys in a couple of seconds.
Well, actually, I've been
for you
single
to ask
for
Lloyd.
this year. And my question would be is, why haven't I found the love of my life?
Okay, well, you're born on the 24th day, and so you are a fire sign with an earth number, which means you have passion and practicality as a blend of how you do. And 6, because you're born on the 24th, and 2 plus 4 is 6, is the number of love. 6 is love to be in love. This is with home, family, food, jewelry, clothing, cars, you name it, but they love being in love with love. And so therefore compassion, some kind, emotional or in a material form, are always very important to them. I don't know what to do, but your birthday suggests you would have made an excellent teacher, nurse, counselor, social worker, human resource person. That's on the social side of it. In the arts, you would have made an excellent painter, dancer, singer, designer, fashionista. Probably as a young girl coming up in the church age, you probably, be one of the people who participate in the modeling show that Sunday or whatever the case is. It wouldn't surprise me at all. And from the business side, you would have done well in real estate or banking. You really your only challenge is you tend to trip very easily when you walk up and down the street or walk up and down the steps. So you're trying to figure that out to save your life.
On YouTube, and I'm interfacing with them.
Wow.
So there's going to come a time where I push this computer over to
I
you.
love signing, so, and I love real estate, so you are
They're always asking,
absolutely
what's the
right.
number, what's the number? You'll have to
Oh, here's how you find your
that
number.
kind of stuff. I'm also,
Your numbers are the 6, 9, and 3.
I'll do it like this.
So all 8 that add up to either of those numbers would match you, which means you guys have a mental connection. Everything is flowing smoothly. Then
If it wants
your day, your best months are always in March, April, May, October, November, December. So you're hitting your stride right now. The last days of this month, do it. You're cresting. In other words, I would hitch my wagon to your star because it's about to take off until the end of the year. Okay? This year, you have been in a year where you've had to stand alone. You had to depend on yourself. Your 3 best friends, me, myself, and I. You went through some challenge about relationships, the home and health, in and around late April, May.
There's a lot of activity.
Right after your birthday, in fact.
And then
July, late June, July, there should have been something financially happening. And then in August, you brought something to a close.
Live or something like
and
that.
since September, we decided to and right now, you're ready to rearrange your home. You're either rearranging your home, or your office is about to rearrange, or you're about to rearrange relationships. Those are the choices that are about to happen to you right now. Those 3. The home, relationships, and the workplace.
Wow, you're right.
Wow.
Okay, thank you so very much.
.com or leave a message on my toll-free number. My toll-free number is 1-800-581-4401. Again, it's 1-800-581-4401. Leave a message. I do sessions over the phone. For those, I'll be traveling to Detroit for the first time ever, meeting with a great student who's going to be doing things at a very great level, and I'm going to be doing some other things there too. So those in that area, I get a chance to see them. But, young lady, for you, Georgia, I wish you all the best. Okay?
Georgia.
Wow.
Georgia.
Wow.
Thank you, baby girl.
Thank you.
I
Lloyd.
love it. Georgia from California.
Right.
Anything's possible.
Right.
Man, Lloyd's knocking them out the park, right?
Lloyd ain't no game, man.
Right.
You guys got questions for Lloyd?
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Lloyd, it's Tiffany. My question is because I'm definitely jumping on the numerology astrology bandwagon. I always kind of have in the pocket, but I want to learn more. So I want to know what it means when like a planet is in a sign. So like when a numerologist says a moon in Aries, like what does that mean exactly?
In astrology, the question is, okay, it's in the moon. What does that mean? Okay? Does that mean, for example, see, the moon represents the inner working of the person. That side of them they can't see. In astrology, most people are familiar with 3 major positions. The sun sign, okay, I'm in Aries. All right, they know that. Then their moon, the moon denotes their individuality that makes them different from the rest of the family members, etc. Then it is the ascendant or rising sign, where the sun was rising on the eastern side of the horoscope on the day, the month, and the year, and the location and time you were born. So that gives off the appearance. So, for example, I am an Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is supposed to be a tall sign, like an Abraham Lincoln and stuff like that, right? But I am short in stature. I mean, average, but considered short for an Aquarius. However, if you look, because the rising is in Virgo, that's the short sign. So it's all those kind of things. This is why I'm saying, this is why everybody don't put on the same clothes every day, okay? There's so many variations, and you should learn this. You should. Everybody should learn this. That's why the idea just said something like, would Zoe be receptive if we, on a kind of regular, semi-regular basis, whatever, we come on and people have their pens and papers ready to take some notes and learn this stuff. And then those that want to go further down the rabbit hole will do that. For those that kind of want to know, oh, that's how straight.
Hey, Lloyd. Her question was so damn good, it got me thinking, I'm selfish. Damn. My rising is Libra.
See, I don't even know my rising.
And my moon is Taurus. But I'm a Gemini. The first 4 positions, planetary positions for me, is Taurus.
Gemini is one of the few signs that has a human symbol. Twins.
The twins.
Okay? You got a goat, you got a ram, you got a bull, you got a crab, or you don't have any ball, that's only kidding. But the point is, then your rising, I think you said, is a Libra.
Yes.
Now, that's an inanimate symbol. Okay? And normally, Libra is a sign of beauty and balance, which means if not seeing you, I would describe you because a woman with ass, I'd say either he would be considered a good-looking brother, great personality, great smile. There will be something about your energy that makes you magnetic. Okay? Whatever the case may be.
Oh, shit.
So then I looked at, so that's your sun. So your sun is in Gemini. So that brings to it the art of communication because Gemini is a communication sign. They're your writers, your speakers, your travelers, your explorers, your investigators, your detectives. They do well in business, science, commerce, communications, import, export, the stock exchange, the literary field, the travel industry. One of the greatest writers is Shakespeare, who died in the 1600s, born on the 23rd, who died on his birthday, ironically. And then you got Michael Crichton, who wrote Andromeda Strain, Jurassic Park. He wrote a litany of books that made movies, made hit movies. He was also born on the 23rd. That's why I say, yo, man, that's the luckiest day to be born on, the 23rd day. It tells me whoever's born on the 23rd of any month, they will always know somebody who knows somebody. However, there are numbers that have their own natural home. And the natural home, the number Gemini, is under the sign of, the number 5 is under the sign of Gemini. That's you, Zoe, or Virgo. So a person born August 23rd, their number is exactly where the home it should be. Because by September 23rd, we're now into Libra like we were this past weekend, Saturday.
Okay.
But that's how it works. There's an art to this. That's what I'm saying. This stuff is magical, but it's our craft. Let me explain.
Okay. All right. Listen, Lloyd. The people, the fans are getting on me right now.
You're being selfish.
I call the fans. They're not fans. They're family.
Yes.
But listen, they could be downright belligerent.
Right, they're talking shit.
Somebody was like, all right, you can talk to Zoe anytime.
I just saw that.
Yeah.
Back to the caller, Zoe. Okay.
Right, forget the question.
Listen, don't punk me, punk yourself. Jeez. All right, callers. Back on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Hopefully we can get to you so you won't be as rude as you've been. Caller, you're on the line. You made it. What's your name, sweetheart? Where you calling from? Hey, Vanessa.
Hey.
12/12/85.
You said December the 12th?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Your birthday tells me, first of all, you've always had a youthful appearance. You will always attract relationships from members of different cultures. Okay, you could be born of one ethnicity, but men from all ethnicities will find you attractive wherever you go. You're international. You should speak more than one language. And you're very, very expressive, very determined. This year you've been doing a lot of soul searching. Been trying to figure out, okay, girl, what you call yourself doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Having some strange or weird dreams when you woke up and say, whoa, what was that about? But the point is that right now you're about on the cutting edge to do what you did the next 2 years like you did in the late fall of 2008, 2009, 2010. You did well. In late 2008 into 2009, you really broke out, did something. You could have got married, pregnant, got your house, job, whatever the case is, around that time. And then around 2010, practically all your dreams started to come true. Everything fell in place, plus you got rid of a lot of stuff you didn't need. Well, that same cycle is coming, but now you're older, wiser, experienced, more seasoned in your decision making. But you're fierce, always want to make something very popular. That's why it's hard for you to sneak around. Everywhere you go, almost always somebody knows you. I could take you to a remote island, and we'd be in the gift shop and somebody call your name. I said, girl, know you up in here. That's kind of energy. Okay? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Your question? Oh, by the way, your most important numbers are the 3, the 6, and the 9. Your best day is always on a Thursday, then next a Friday, then a Tuesday. Although the calendar will say that's Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, your cosmic calendar says Thursday 1st, Friday 2nd, Tuesday 3rd. And you got 6 months, which is all March, April, and May, October, November, December. By the way, from this birthday, you will be doing very well. So that's what I would expect. Any other thing?
I was thinking, I forgot my question because I've been calling. Let's see, I don't know. But thank you so much. That was a lot of information and a lot of clarification for me, so thank you.
Good. Listen, make sure you write down my number, write down the website, call me for a session, because there are things I pick up that's not for radio consumption, or it may think once you get a hold of me, you feel like radio consumption either, okay? Too much information. So call me and we'll set something up, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
Oh, I love it. Let's, bye, baby girl. Yeah, we need to get Netta in here. Yes. Netta J is trying to get on the line, but Spirit is like, hell nah. Right. No, I don't think Spirit is hating on Netta. It could be her phone service.
Right.
Right. You probably need Verizon.
Right.
Sprint, T-Mobile, can't rely on them.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but we're going to try to get you in, Netta. Hopefully, you're the next caller. Caller, you're on the line. Is this Netta? It's an N name. Not Netta, but Nikki.
Right.
Hi. Hi, Nikki. Hi.
Hey, girl.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Hopefully, Mickey, it'll make sense. It all depends on the cycle you've been in, and the cycle you've been in now is one of 2 cycles that people find most challenging when they're going through that phase of that year. When I took the month and day you were born, February the 22nd, and added it to this year, 2017, it added up to a 7 of the cycles that go from 1 to 9 that people find most challenging are the cycles number 4 and the cycle you're in right now and about to wrap up cycle number 7. Why? 7 is a cycle where all of a sudden, Nikki, you come to grips with yourself. You begin to ask yourself. So more than likely, when you open up 2017 of this year, instead of being at a wild party with bells and whistles, you may have been at home, at a church, just reflecting, in quiet moments, you know what I'm saying? Not one to be bothered with a lot of noise and confusion and drama, and just be left alone. So 7, the cycle you've been in is a cycle that says search your soul. Begin to do self-inventory. Begin to take a look at why you do the things you do. Why do you deal with this person? What is the purpose of this thing?
Right.
Why do you do this? Why do you do it? I mean, it's almost like you're beating up on yourself. But what you're doing is you're going through this self-inventory so you can begin to eliminate the things so you can grow. Okay? And so this explains why you may also have strange dreams or dreams of deja vu, like, damn, been here before, I remember this. Secrets come to light. Somewhere, they might have been decided to go somewhere with the sand, the sea, and the sun. But a time for self-discovery. Now you're about to move out of that phase beginning this month, which is going to preview into what is called your finance and romance cycle. Now, this is the cycle you're about to enter that everybody wants to be a part of it. Because the cycle you're about to enter represents money, power, authority, achievement, recognition, having dominion over births, marriages, pregnancies, separations, divorce, moving into a home. It's going to be an exciting year. Moving out of a home, reconnecting with your past. All that you're going to get a snippet right around the corner after this weekend. She called me. She called me.
Please.
And you love to be different. You love to be different. So I know at this point in your young life you've attracted older men, younger men, and guys from different cultures. And you're super, super, super sensitive. So you need a help touch right here. Okay.
All right.
So anyway, thank you so much.
All right. Hey, super sensitive. Send me a little picture in the DM so I can get my side. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway. We appreciate you, young lady.
Bye.
Listen, the female callers now are complaining. Somebody said my fingers are numb from calling.
Right.
I'm sorry. I know. Somebody just, who is this? Julio, you just sent us $20 on YouTube. He says, hey, Zoe, can you please ask Lloyd for me since I'm not able to call? Oh, you tried to go the...
He tried to pay you to call.
You see that?
He's smart, though. You know what?
That's
He's
smart.
Businessman.
He's Gemini. He was born on the devil's birth. No, I'm just kidding. June 6th, 1983. Question is, will I find a lifelong partner? You know, Geminis, man, we be struggling with that. Will I find a lifelong partner or be a bachelor for life? June 6th, 1983. His name is Julio.
Or the 24th of any month, which adds up to a 16 to fall in love with love. Because it's ruled by the planet Venus, which is the planet of beauty and balance and love and affection. And so thus for them, it is always best that they have a mate, a companion, family, things of that nature. Yes is the answer to his question. Because in fact, he's about a year away from now. It'll be the same time next year that he will move into the cycle of his dreams where yes, he can. However, the cycle he's about to enter is a cycle that the past caller is about to leave. In other words, he is about to jump into a phase where he needs to stop for a change. And it's going to be a change for the better. Because I stand correctly, he will be entering a 5 cycle year, not a stepping like Brad caller. So he will be at the midway point when he wants to change his life. And that's going to open up as early as November and January of next year. Wants to go back to school, get involved in some kind of exercise program for himself. But he needs to know that his best companion will come out of the months of April, May, and June, September, October, November. He should look at his best mate. If you talk to him and he says, like, yo, man, of the people you had in the past, what was the best one? They'll probably come out of late March into April, May, and June. late August into September, October, and November. Great personality, too. You can just be stubborn and controlling, which is what the women complain about when they say.
Wow. Look, Julio was slick.
He was so slick.
That was slick what he did.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Julio, that's how you cut in line. It takes a Gemini to go, let me figure out a way around.
Right, right. He a business man.
I see it. I see it.
We don't like to follow the rules or be told no.
Man, what do you see in terms of this business deal I got going? It's still pending, but I got a huge business deal on deck, Lloyd. Well, no, Lloyd, we'll save that for my personal call because these people are going crazy.
Yeah, they're going to kill you.
Yeah.
They're going crazy. Yeah, yeah. Exactly, because they going crazy right now. Let's get another call. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from? Let's see if we got Netta. Netta, have you made it in? Who is this? Nicole, what's your name?
Ooh.
The Sacred Yoni Goddess. Oh, wow. Danny, your name is Danny, like Danielle? So is your name Danielle or Danny? All right, then don't call lying. You're going to jack up your reading. No, I'm just kidding.
A little deliberation. That's why she just don't jump out there. She kind of feels her way. But when I looked at her name, she's very smart, very engaging. Nowhere does she look her age at all. Either looks, attitude, dispositions, whatever the case is, and she likes to keep it moving. 10, 26, 27. It tells me from her name that one of her parents could either be an Aries or Scorpio, or born on the 9th, 18th, or the 27th of each month, or maybe her herself. Because I don't think I got her birthday yet. What's your birthday, Danielle?
My birthday is 9/29/76.
Hey, you got a birthday coming up Friday, too. All right.
Yes.
So,
Libra.
Huh?
Libra.
Yes, you are. The sign of beauty and balance. So, it tells me for you this year that now you're going to be laying the foundation for the things that are most important to you. This is going to be your get it together year as we close out this year, going into the year coming up of 2018. And by way of that, there's going to be a better sense of order, a better sense of the way you do things and organize things and bring things together. It's going to be a period whereby you grow also. You become more efficient and effective in what you're doing, too. There's a good chance of doing something or meeting people from your past, but basically, I would say from your personality alone, you're very creative, artistic, romantic, have a love of dance, theater, very finicky about your eating habits or dietary laws or things of that nature, and that's how I see it.
Yes, you're right. Could you give a little insight on the number 11? I know my birthday is the 29th.
Well, if you add 29, 2 plus 9 is 11. And if you add up the year coming up for you, born in 2018, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8, ironically adds to the 11 again. So since your birth number adds to the 11, and the year coming up adds to the 11, that makes it what astrologers would use the term auspicious. That is very favorable, very, very good. That's exactly what that means. That the year will complement you more than work against you. That you need to know. And then you need to know what are your best days out of the week to do what you have to do where you're in lockstep with the universe right on time. That's Monday and Friday. Then you need to know what is the longer picture of things, such as the months that are more favorable, like March for you, May for you, July especially. Always late June, July, something big happens for you. And late September into October. Those are the 4 months that tend to ring a bell. So if I ask the month of your mom, your dad, when you bought that car, when you moved into that house, got that job, you'll find that the month of late February into March, late April into May, late June into July, and late July's birthday into October are always significant for a certificate. But that's the only way people understand. So they don't know that God guides us all. There's a source that guides all of us. That's why I don't get caught in nobody's religion. I understand everybody has always looked to the heavens. I don't care what you call the person by name, but everybody says there is a higher power, a higher force. So I try not to get caught up in names and says, you know what I'm talking about, okay?
Yes, I.
Well, that was awesome. Wow. That was dope. Thank you so much for the call, sweetheart. We appreciate you calling anytime. When Lloyd's not here, giving free readings. Lloyd, please give him your website one more time, my good friend.
ORN.com. So it's Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. And you can go there and see what's up the forecast of the main for the year on the site. Also, you can schedule a time for me to talk to you by phone. I will call you at the appointed time and day you designate. And for those that want to reach me by phone to schedule something that way, call my toll-free number, which is 1-800-581-4401.
All right. Listen, I was just saying I have one favor to ask. Netta has been trying to get into this show for the past 4 weeks.
Yes, she has.
She can't get in to save her life. But a friend of hers, Finessa, I think that's how you, Finessa Holt, just donated $20 for her to get a reading. Look at that.
Look at that, friend love.
That's
So Netta is also a Gemini. Her birthday is 6/13/83. Can you just break that down for her? We rooting for Netta. Everybody's like, go Netta, Netta, Netta.
From her birthday, she's extraordinary. She's very similar to Ebony in the sense that Ebony's born on the very early side of Gemini on May 22nd. Yeah. And she's born at the midway to tail end, Netta, that is, on June the 13th. But 2 + 2 is 4, and 1 + 3 is 4. See, it all depends on what makes up. In Ebony's case, it's made up of 2 2s, but in Netta's case, it's made up of the 1 and the 3, 13. Well, this has not been, despite what people think of as bad luck. So the United States started with 13 stars, stripes, 13 labels said, you know, Google told them 13 letters, the president sworn in every 4 years, okay? So all these things are important. So it tells you that Netta is a person, as all 4s tend to do, like to think outside the box. That's one of their hallmarks. They like to be standouts. If everybody's doing something one way, darn it, they ain't going to do it another way because they cannot help themselves. Thank you. Okay? It is a person who is sensitive, but this year coming up for her is a year that's going to really expand her horizon. She's, year before, very independent. This year, dealing with a relationship concern or change in or rearranging living space, work situations, that kind of thing, diet especially. But now things are about to push for her. She's about to really want to push her career forward. And she's a very youthful person, but very different. So she attracts ours, older and younger at the same time. And she attracts actually to younger and older and like Netta. Where'd you find them at? Okay? In that category. You know how you women get girls.
You know what? He just said Netta was a unicorn weirdo artist. No, she's on YouTube right now saying, oh my God, yes, like you're nailing, well, you're not nailing her, but You
got it spot on.
You got it spot on.
Right.
Hey, man, listen, bro, I appreciate you taking the time to chop it up with us.
Thing I love. It helps people, just like you. We're people person in that sense. So, you know, you can't go wrong when you're helping others raise their consciousness, making them aware, and then it's up to them. As I tell my children and people that are special to me, you either think for yourself or somebody will do your thinking for you. I guarantee you. You're going to have some haters, some users, some abusers. So it's always very important to, in the final analysis, think for yourself. It's not that you disrespect somebody or I ain't going to listen to them. No, it's not that at all. It's just a matter of when the bottom line settles, you know, okay, Lord, what do you think? That's all.
There it is. Hey, man, I appreciate you so much. You guys do what you were asked to do. Please go to his website, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. Please continue to support this brother. He is a master among us. We need him in the village. You already know what it is. Holler at him, connect with him, support his business, keep it alive, keep it thriving. And thank you for tuning into The Voice of Reason yet again. We will be back Friday with another barn burner. It's what we do. Appreciate you guys. We are out. Deuces.
Deuces.
I've been trying to get over you.
He's on fire.